Hi, I'm Rashida McGuire, and welcome to Therapeutic Thursdays, where we merge spirituality with mental health and wellness. Today's topic is mindfulness, meditation, and stress reduction. So, I'm going to be talking about how we can use some of these techniques to reduce our stress. Have you ever come home from a long day of work and maybe you were tired or fatigued and you just let out a sigh? Well, that was your body's way of trying to regulate some of the stress. But we can do this on a more concerted effort on a daily basis to reduce some of the stressors. In today's society, we kind of just rush along and, the alarm clock goes off, we rush out to work, coffee in hand, but we don't take that time to regularly do some type of stress management and meditation. But medication can decrease stress. It can increase happiness and contentment. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the detriments of having too much stress in your life. So, stress can affect your immune system. It's associated with inflammatory diseases. Chronic stress can prolong your physical healing. So if you have a wound that needs to be healed, that can be prolonged. Or if you've gone into surgery, it can affect the amount of time it takes for you to heal. And a few statistics are that African Americans are twice as likely to die from a cardiovascular disease as Caucasians, and some of that is stress related. There was a study that was done by a magazine called Stroke Magazine, and they had a group of individuals, African American individuals, and one group meditated for 6 to 9 months, and the other group did not. Well, the group that did do meditation saw that the hardening in their arteries, they saw that the plaque kind of begin to diminish on the walls of their arteries. And then those who didn't do any type of meditation, they saw an increase in the hardening in the arteries. So there is evidence to show that meditation can have a decrease for heart attack. That was 11%, and 15% decrease for stroke. So meditation is beneficial. There are psychological effects, there's physical effects for meditation, and where it looks like it can be really beneficial. And there's so much information out here now about meditation and deep breathing. A lot of people know about it, but so why don't people actually do it? And it's probably because of time. People don't think they have time. They may not think that it's worth it. They wonder, does this really work? Well, I'll tell you that it does. Meditation and mindfulness can increase your happiness. It can reduce anxiety, helps you to cope with stress. People tend to cope with stress in some of the more unhealthy ways, like binge watching television, sports, and eating comfort foods, things of that nature. But there's a better way. Some of those things aren't necessarily unhealthy, but meditation is more of a purposeful activity, and it can bring about a decrease in anxiety, and it'll stop the stress from turning into anxiety. And that's because you're actually taking time to quiet your mind. You're putting aside time to wind down, and you can do this actually in the morning. I think the best time to do meditation or deep breathing is first thing in the morning, and then you can do it at different times throughout the day. And you can start out with deep breathing, where you breathe in through your nose, and breathe out through your mouth. If you are a beginner, you want to probably try to breathe out like you're breathing out through a straw. And you let the breath come out. And there's a neat app where you can kind of measure your progress with deep breathing. It's called Breathe to Relax. Breathe the number 2, relax. And you can do it as a beginner, and then as you're advanced, you're breathing in for who knows how many seconds, could be 10 or longer. But what I like about that app is you can measure your progress as you use it consistently. It'll show you before you use it what your stress level is, and then after you use it, what your stress level is, and it usually goes down. So that's a neat way for you to kind of see what progress that you're making. What is meditation? Meditation means to reflect upon something, to become aware, to think, and to contemplate. So, for example, if you were to meditate upon the scripture, you would take a particular verse and you would think upon that. You would contemplate as you're reading that. If you were to meditate using a particular word, you would think upon the meaning of that word. And one meditation that some people do, and one that I saw that I thought was particularly helpful, is a release, where you're breathing in and then you're breathing out, and you say release, and you can even take your hands and just release as you're breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out, release. That can be a really helpful one. So that's just a little tidbit on how you can do some meditation. I'm going to share with you some of the apps that I think are really helpful. So if you are a people helper, you're a clinician or therapist, or you're just just a people helper, you're working in maybe a stressful environment, or you're giving a lot of your energy out to folks, you definitely may want to think about using some of these methods of deep breathing and meditation, and they can be really beneficial to you. So mindfulness, the definition of mindfulness is a heightened awareness of the present moment. So you've heard of this saying, the here and now. That's what mindfulness is about. Or you've heard of this saying, take time to stop and smell the roses. That's being involved in what's going on right now. Some people get stuck in the past, or they're just so future oriented that they miss out on life. And mindfulness helps you to actually enjoy your life. It helps you to increase the quality of your life, because you take time to just be aware and to appreciate what's going on. All right. So let me share with you some of these apps. Okay. I shared with you Breathe to Relax. That's a neat app. One of my favorite apps is called Simple Habits, and they've got a variety of meditations ranging from maybe like 2 minutes on up to 20 minutes. And they have different topics. So if you want to work on maybe even a meditation with organization, you can do one on that. It's really nice. I like it. 5-minute journal, I think, can help you with mindfulness. There's another app called Calm. And finally, there's one called Relax, Stress and Anxiety Relief. So I hope that you take some time on a daily basis to spend some time deep breathing, relaxing, meditating, so that you will, and the result of that is that you will feel a more of a calmness, you'll feel a more of a sense of confidence, and you will manage your stressors in life. And if you're dealing with anxiety and depression, you'll definitely reduce some of those symptoms as well. So I hope that this information has been helpful for you. Until next time, talk to you then.